Coming up, another WWE star has requested their release major spoilers for upcoming AEW stuff. And Ollie will obviously be pissing his pants over Danielson versus Omega and AEW Grand Slam in general in his review. So subscribe to the channel for daily wrestling news and help us celebrate our 10-year anniversary today. We're as old as Bart Simpson, baby.
Support WrestleTalk!
Now, WWE have obviously drawn a lot of bad press the past year with the number of releases they've made, but apparently they didn't let everyone who wanted to go. As according to Lucha Libre news site Mas Lucha, Gran Metalik has asked for his WWE release after 5 years with the company. Now, at this rate, Lucha House Party is going to have the same turnout as Ollie's Week Tea Appreciation Party. Just one dude. The report cited a lack of opportunities as one of the reasons Metalik requested out of his contract, which is set to expire in 2023, though WWE did recently renegotiate a bunch of contracts, though it's unclear whether Metalik's was one of those altered. Now, I'm not a big fancy businessman, but my advice would be when looking to release a bunch of people to save money, maybe ask if anyone wants to leave in the first place. On to sadder news now, as PW Insider reporting that WWE Hall of Famer superstar Billy Graham has been hospitalised with heart and lung issues. The 78-year-old former wrestler was diagnosed with an irregular heartbeat and heart failure with fluid in his lungs, and is currently still in hospital receiving treatment to remove that fluid. Now, Graham is recognised as the 6th man ever to win the WWE Championship back when it was the WWF Heavyweight Championship, holding that title for 296 days between 1997 and 1998. We'd like to extend our best wishes to Graham and his family, and we're hoping for a speedy recovery. Now on to NXT 2.0, which saw a bit of a dip in viewing figures on Tuesday's show, which saw Roderick Strong win the Cruiserweight Championship from Kushida. The episode pulled in 746,000 sets of eyes, which was only slightly less than the 770,000 who watched the first episode of the rebooted show. Potentially a sign that this new direction could be working. The 18 to 49 demo rating was also stable at another 0.21 rating. Righty-ho, we've got a quick spoiler warning before the next bit of news, so if you don't want some interesting AEW stuff spoiled, then please do skip ahead to the next section, because I am spoiling things in 3, 2, 1. So it's being noted by Andrew Zarian of Mat Men that AEW are looking to introduce a secondary women's title in the near future called the TBS title, the sister to the TNT Championship. I think it's kind of like a chromosome thing, like women's titles have a TBS chromosome and the men's are the TNT. I'm not a scientist, not a businessman. Just a monkey who stands here and reads things off a teleprompter. The new championship title does make sense, though, as both Dynamite and Rampage are going to be moving to TBS in 2022. Zarian has also been talking up the much-rumoured Trios titles at the same time. In other AEW news, a former TNA star debuted at the Rampage taping post-Dynamite last night. According to sources in the arena and a bunch of pictures on Twitter, during the lights-out match of Moxley and Kingston versus Minoru Suzuki and Lance Archer, Homicide showed up to free Moxley from some handcuffs. This gave Kingston the opportunity to absolutely blast Lance Archer with a kendo stick and pick up the win. Mox and Eddie then celebrated with Homicide post-match. Now, Kingston and Homicide were part of LAX back in TNA, and then the OGs when they were feuding with the new LAX. And whether this is a one-off appearance or a more regular thing, actually it remains to be seen. Now it's over to Ollie with a word from today's sponsor.
Before we get on with the rest of the episode, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to this video's sponsor, Magic Spoon, which you can get $5 off your order by clicking the link in the video description below or by using the promo code WrestleTalk at checkout. We're so happy to have Magic Spoon back as a sponsor, not only because they've made the dream of delicious and healthy childhood nostalgia cereal a reality, but also because I ate all the samples they sent us back in July and didn't save any for the rest of the team. But I am a benevolent boss, so for this month's sponsorship, here's YouTube star Adam Blompier eating a bowl of Magic Spoon's maple waffle flavoured cereal for lunch last Thursday. Look at him eat the cereal. Adam loves the cereal. Om nom nom. It's a yummy time in Tum Tum Land, and healthy too. Wait, did I say maple waffle flavour? That wasn't mentioned last time. Well, that's because Magic Spoon has brought back 2 super popular flavours, maple waffle and cookies and cream, along with the original bestsellers Cocoa, Fruity, peanut butter, and my personal favourite, frosted. I'm a basic bitch. All with an incredible 0 grams of sugar, 14 grams of protein for muscles, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving in just 140 calories. So click the link in the video description below to get some Magic Spoon cereal today, where you can build your very own variety box and use our code WrestleTalk to get $5 off. Magic Spoon has a 100% happiness guarantee, meaning they'll refund your money if it's not for you. And good news, world! Magic Spoon is now shipping to Canada and the UK too. So please click the link below or use the code WrestleTalk to get $5 off today. Just clicking that link helps support us here at WrestleTalk, so please at least check them out. Support WrestleTalk. Support Magic Spoon. Now it's Thursday, you know what that means. My review of AEW Dynamite's Grand Slam special. In about 5 minutes. AEW immediately brought the pay-per-view level feel with a new kind of setup for the enormous 20,000 strong crowd in Arthur Ashe Stadium, really differentiating it from the usual episodes of Hey, that person has a yes sign. No, you do not get to say that word anymore. I'm telling Kevin. And in a stroke of genius, much like CM Punk's return to wrestling after 7 years on Rampage last month, AEW opened the show with the most anticipated thing, Bryan Danielson's in-ring debut against Kenny Omega, arguably one of the most important matches of 2021. I say pay-per-view worthy match a lot. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, pay-per-view worthy match. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, pay-per-view worthy match. Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley, pay-per-view worthy match. It's kind of lost a lot of its meaning over the years, so thank you AEW for reminding me this is what a true pay-per-view worthy match on TV feels like. In star power, sense of occasion, and execution. Because time reminders aside, where they could have done with a few more time limit warnings on the PA system, it was perfect. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Danielson took the big stage storytelling he'd learnt in WWE and combined it with his American Dragon intensity from the indies before, running through a bunch of pre-WWE career Easter eggs like cattle mutilation and his old I've got till 5 gimmick. But just as importantly, this was the return of New Japan Kenny Omega, best bout machine Kenny Omega, focusing purely on the wrestling aspect of the match. And that's not even to mention the excellent work done on both commentary, with Excalibur relishing going through the history of Danielson's moveset, and referee Paul Turner. They wrestled to a 30-minute time limit draw, with the biggest spot being a Snapdragon on Danielson on the LED entrance ramp, which Danielson spasmed to sell, playing into his history of injuries. By the half-hour mark, both men were exhausted but still equally matched, and then a draw was declared. Danielson locked in the label lock anyway, and the Elite super kicked him for Jurassic Express and Christian to make the save. Thankfully, the crowd didn't boo the draw, as it was a very smart audience, as you could tell by their reactions to Danielson's ROH Days references. Yes, I am a mark, I recognise that move. And they probably all knew this was the right result to set up a rematch going in. And then here comes CM Punk to cut a promo. I know he's been in AEW for over a month now, and Danielson's been around a few weeks too, but having these two segments back to back really just solidified the new season of AEW players to me. Tony Khan has assembled a dream roster. Punk cut a typically great promo on Team Taz to build his Rampage match against Powerhouse Hobbs. With all that excitement, it was smart to have a Punk promo for a change of pace, and that really benefited MJF's victory over Brian Pillman Jr. next to give the crowd a chance to recover, especially with the match after that. Already my superhero, Cody already my superhero, coming out with a returning Brandy Rhodes to take on Malachi Black to prove America's dominance over the goddamn Dutch. And, in typical Cody style, this was horrendously overbooked. We had Brandy Rhodes sit cross-legged in front of Black to give him a middle finger, Arn Anderson shouting on the apron, realising he was on the wrong side for his spot and trying to get round the ring post where he fell off. Next time he'll know though, Arn adapts, block ring post move. Arn Anderson then got back on the apron and Cody accidentally collided with him. Arn then shouted at Cody and then it appeared to be okay. Cody accidentally hit the referee in the face and Malachi spewed some black mist in Cody's face to get the win. Honestly, 80% of those spots were not needed and did nothing for the story of the match. Black won though, which is good, and there's theories the Black Mist might now start to turn Cody evil. Cody heel turn confirmed. And Malachi Black as new Dark Order leader. And now here's Sting and Darby Allin to wrestle FTR. Or actually, I'll make a correction there, FTR to wrestle around Sting. They were masterful here, expertly covering Sting's limitations and making him look awesome. Ultimately, Dax ran into a chair that Tully had set up for Sting and ended up tapping in the Scorpion Deathlock. I get it, this is a nostalgia pop match, and I bet FTR had the time of their lives wrestling Sting. But I would like them to, I don't know, win occasionally. Off this result though, perhaps Darby and Sting could eventually face the Lucha Bros for the tag titles to finally decide what's better. Face paint or masks. And the main event saw Ruby Soho challenge Britt Baker for the women's title, giving the belt a great prestige boost. This was by far the best Ruby has looked in ring, and Friday's promo segment added some much needed intensity to their feud. The finish left me flat though, with both Rebel and Jamie Hayter interfering for Baker to make Soho tap in the lockjaw. I feel like Baker's faction is less than the sum of its parts. What did you think of Grand Slam? Let me know in the comments down below. 86% of you went for Danielson versus Omega was everything I wanted on our poll on a poll match on the community tab. Sometimes AEW's big shows don't match the hype they create for themselves. This one did, and it was almost entirely because of Danielson versus Omega, which was exactly what it needed to be. With good to great matches on the rest of the card and the star power of Sting, CM Punk and more, AEW Grand Slam is an easy 5 out of 5. Now go watch our predictions for this Sunday's Extreme Rules.
What if Brock Lesnar does a run-in, attacks Roman Reigns, Demon Finn Balor is still undefeated on the main roster, beats Roman Reigns, and you have Roman versus Brock at Saudi, not for the title?
You can't beat Roman Reigns.
I know you can't. But also, hotshot booking.
You protect
exciting headlines.